Yo, what is going on, everybody? Isaac Mashman here, and the reason I'm recording this video is to address something that hasn't came up yet, but could very well come up in the near future. And I've wanted to record this for the past couple of weeks, got super sidetracked, and I'm thinking to myself, Isaac, I need to go ahead and get this done and out of the way and out of my concern and, my mental space pretty much. And so, anyways, thank you again for clicking on this video. Now, as you may or may not know, I am in the business of personal branding. I recorded a video a little while ago talking about my specialization. I cover Mashman Ventures, I cover personal branding, but that leaves some questions that need to be answered, and I'm going to be answering them in this video. And one of those questions is, am I building my personal brands by helping other people build their personal brands? Now, to make that more, I guess you could say, easily understandable, I am widely against those course creators or those people who say, I can teach you how to make $1 million selling courses. All you need to do is buy my course. I have never liked that business. I've never liked that methodology because I feel like it's slimy. It's like a snake oil salesman. But then that kind of begs the question of, what am I doing differently than those course creators, right? If I'm building out my personal brand and I'm helping people with their personal brands, and I'm going to give you some reasons why that is simply not the case. And I'm also going to be giving you a very brief training starting now. Personal branding is the presence of you. Personal branding is you, who you are. Now, you did not create your personal brand, believe it or not. Your parents created your personal brand for you. They determined your name, where you were born, what religion you studied or practiced, where the education you received, what elementary school, middle school, high school you went to for the most part, where you were born, where you were raised, where you traveled or moved to, and then every single person that you had come in contact with since being a child has a image of who you are in their mind. They're thinking of you from that elementary student, that high school student, or that person from church or Boy Scouts, etc. Now that you're older, you can cautiously continue to create your personal brand. You can direct it in whatever direction you want to direct your personal brand in. Do you want to really pursue business? Do you want to be well known for this specialty? Do you want to be a public speaker? Do you want to be a model, an actor, an actress, or an entertainer, or a comedian, right? There are millions of different things, but that is where many people go wrong. Your personal brand, although you are creating it and there are focuses on what you do, is widely based around who you are. Who you are combined with what you do makes a fantastically strong personal brand. Think about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I use this example in nearly every single training call that I do. You do not know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for one specific thing, yet he has been in WWE. He bought the XFL franchise. He is a businessman, right? He has his own tequila. He has his own energy drink and all of these different things. But if I was to put you with a pen and paper, now, no matter your drawing ability, you would be able to draw Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You know him for who he is and not for what he does. Now, as you're building out your personal brand, you need to start connecting with people with your personality, right? What makes Isaac Isaac? What makes Jack and Jill Jack and Jill, right? And so by bringing those different personality traits and those things that are unique to you only, that nobody else can duplicate, you are connecting with your audience on a much deeper level by, saying, hey, I'm a nerd, or I like video games, or I like this movie series, or I like coffee, right? I've been able to close clients off of the fact that I like coffee and that they like coffee alone. So keeping those things in mind, as I'm building out my personal brand, yes, I'm helping people build out their personal brands, but I'm also building out that other side of my personal brand for my personality and who I am. A lot of my audience has stuck with me over the past couple of years when I wasn't even involved with public relations, when I wasn't involved with personal branding. I was still building out my personal brand as Isaac Mashman, that young entrepreneur kid who, was a little bit, nerdy. I drink a lot of coffee to where people would know that I was going to have a cup of coffee in hand, right? And so those same people are the people who are supporting me today, who have followed me, who have continued to support me 3 years later, right? 4 years later, coming up on the 4-year anniversary of when I really got involved with business and started my first clothing line. And it's crazy how time can go by and fly. But then in April of 2020, that is when I launched my PR firm, Mashman Ventures, and started to cautiously make the effort of helping people with their personal brands. I was doing a little bit here and there and, helping some friends and helping some, people who would come to me that I knew locally, but I didn't take it as an actual business. Now I'm taking it as an actual business, but that begs the question of, okay, so yes, you're connecting with people personally, but you're still posting a lot about personal branding. Well, obviously, right? I need to post about what I do as well as who I am, but I need you to understand that my personal brand, I took it from being inexistent a couple of years ago. I'm not saying any of this to brag or to boast, but to say and make a point that I learned how to take your personal brand from being inexistent to building it up to a very high degree level, and I haven't even gotten warmed up. I built my own website from scratch. I built my own company website from scratch. I've launched 3+ podcasts. I launched my company with very little support, got all the paperwork and articles that I needed to get my company up off of the ground, as well as build out a separate brand for that. I got featured into nearly 12 different articles this year alone without paying a penny out of my own pocket for press. That is virtually unheard of. I have not spent a dime on advertising minus, a $10 thing that was thrown into a Facebook ad account in 2018. I was playing the Facebook lottery. And so these things are all important because I'm not going out and charging thousands of dollars for a Yahoo Finance feature. I'm not going out of my way to say, hey, I can get you an IMDb page, pay me $400 like some of these people do. I'm not like that. I'm not here buying fake followers. I've put in the groundwork, and I've also built out my presence online to where, back in 2017, you search up Isaac Mashman, the only thing that popped up was Ancestry.com, and it was some Mashmans from the 1800s that I may or may not be related to. Come on now. Now I have people coming to me and opportunities that are coming to my inbox practically every single week. I've built out the attraction marketing to where now I have clients emailing me or prospects emailing me for more information. And now aside from that, personal branding isn't the only thing I can help people with. I've helped people name their companies. Kulik Digital out of Austria rather, excuse me, my friend Serhat Kulik. I helped him name his company as well as build his personal brand. Logan Mandeville launched Mandeville Fitness, and he's already made like 5 or 6 times his initial investment working with me. I don't talk about all these different things online because I'm not some sales coach saying, hey, look at all these results. I'm not like that. I'm not building out my personal brand to be known as that high ticket closer and all that other BS that's out there. Although my prices are not cheap, there's a reason for that, and I generate results. I've helped people with their company brands, taking up SEO, search results, getting into press for absolutely free, leveraging real connections, getting them booked on podcasts. I can go on and on and on. So yes, I am building out my personal brand, but a lot of the work and a lot of the things that I have done and worked for and the people I've worked with, they don't know me for my personal branding work. They know me as Isaac Mashman. And then in the right rooms and the right people, right, the people who I can do business with, they know me, yes, for my personality, for what I do, and it combines to where now they feel comfortable sending referrals my way. You cannot be, when it comes to making referrals, if I'm not confident in your attitude and who you are and your level of professionalism, it doesn't matter how much of an expert you are, I'm not going to be sending a referral your way because I don't think you're going to treat them or you're going to handle business properly, even if you have the expertise. Your personality is vital with building your personal brand and building your business. And so, yes, I am building my personal brand on the back of helping people build their personal brands, but that's very one-sided. I write articles. I talk about different things. I talk about personal branding. I talk about podcasting. I have a podcast where I'm interviewing guests, where I'm getting people on that would normally be out of reach. I'm having conversations locally. The people with where I'm staying in my local, nice apartment complex, the people in the front office know exactly who I am and what I do, to where I've been able to provide services for the apartment place that I am living, right? It goes a lot deeper than just some, hey, I'm building out my personal brand, because a lot of the content, if you pay attention and you dive in, I'm not just talking about one thing. I'm talking about who I am and my connection to my relationship. And that is what really latches people onto you for the long term. And then going into my content moving forward, more lifestyle, more things about me, watching, certain television shows or, traveling and doing the things that I really want to do. And, I've been talking for probably, imagine this video is about 15 minutes right now. And the only other thing that I'll leave you with is don't be so quick to judge. Don't be so quick to judge the people that you're following, because I'm excited to take you guys on a journey to where I've literally built everything up until this point from the ground up with very, very little support from family and friends. And for some reason, I haven't given up, and I know exactly where I am going. I've hit momentum in 2021. Now it's about continuing to build that momentum, providing results for clients as well as getting more and more people to know about who I am, not for just what I do, but for who I am. Because long-term outlook, the public relations firm and Mashman Ventures, I'm gonna scale it, and then I'm gonna put it on autopilot, have somebody else manage it, and then I'm gonna be making investments. I'm gonna be buying real estate. I'm gonna be launching other companies. It is my vehicle to get to where I want to go. That is the difference. I'm not over here selling a course, and by the time I do sell a course, that thing is going to be worth every single penny, and it will be so results-oriented with so much hands-on support, it is going to blow everything else out of the water. And the only reason I would even create a course wouldn't be to generate extra revenue. The real reason would be to be able to help the people who would not be able to afford working with Mashman Ventures and to be able to give them access to something that is priced at a more reasonable rate for with where they're at. I want to see everybody succeed. I want to help 1,000 different people reach, 6 figures sometime in my lifetime. I don't know how long that will take me to achieve, but I'm here trying to help other people create unrivaled personal brands, have results in their own life, become a more capable individual through the means of self-development. My podcast isn't Chase the Personal Brand with Isaac Mashman. It's called Chase the Vision with Isaac Mashman because it's a lot deeper than just the surface. It's about the internal growth. It's about becoming better, to becoming more capable, to becoming more knowledgeable. And guys, that is what matters. So thank you for watching this video. I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button, if you commented your thoughts, hit the subscribe button as well, and then share this online and be on the lookout for more content across every single social media platform at Isaac Mashman. If you do need help with personal branding though, I'm never going to turn down somebody for a discovery call at least. Go ahead and reach out and let's see what we can do to help you get results. Much love.